Washington State Arizona Live updates, score, 12:44 Q, what you know? Khalil Tate had another long TD run. These Wildcats are explosive, man. They now lead 44-30. End of 3Q, J.J. Taylor explodes again for another 80-yard TD, and the Wildcats extend the lead to 37-27. 7:35 3Q, and just like that, the Wildcats are up again. J.J. Taylor bursts ahead for 62 yards down to the 3, and one play later dives in for the TD. Arizona regains the lead 30-27. Things are getting weird in Tucson. 8:06 3Q, Washington State gets the ball back and quickly drives down the field. Hilinski caps it off with a 4-yard TD run, and the Cougars are now in control and lead 27-23. Hilinski has played great outside of that lone interception. I don't think we see Falk again. 11:02 3Q, the play stands and 3 plays later, Hilinski connects with Tay Martin on a 6-yard score. The extra point hits the upright and misses, but the Cougs close the gap 23-20. But will Falk return? 12:19 3Q, Falk shockingly remains on the bench for the third quarter, but Tyler Hilinski throws a very bad interception. 2 plays later, Khalil Tate fumbles and Washington State recovers. The play is under review. Halftime, wow. After a big kickoff return to over midfield, freshman kicker Josh Pollock nails a 57-yard field goal at the gun to extend the lead. Arizona leads 23-14. 0:10 NDQ, Mike Leach pulls Luke Falk for a drive and Tyler Hilinski promptly drives the Cougars down the field and caps it with a 6-yard TD run. No sign of an injury. Seems Coach Leach just sending a message. Arizona still leads 2014. 3:15 2Q, it happens in a flash. Khalil Tate explodes through the line for an 84-yard run. After being a TD initially, it was ruled Tate stepped out at the 2-yard line. WSU has a big goal line stand, and the Wildcats have to settle for a field goal. They lead 27. 7:16 2Q, after hitting a long ball to Tony Ellison, Tate's bubble screen to Sean Brown results in a 17-yard TD. Arizona extends its lead once again and leads 17-7. End of first Q, Arizona's drive stalls and they punt. WSU is driving, but the Cats still lead 10-7. 5:28 1Q, after Arizona fumbled a punt, Wazoo takes advantage and Falk hits Isaiah Johnson-Mack for a 2-yard TD on 4th and goal. 10-7 Arizona leads. 8:59 1Q, Khalil Tate hits Jamie Nunley wide open, and he races for a 49-yard TD. Arizona up 10-0. 10:32 1Q, Arizona's first drive of today results in a field goal, and the Wildcats lead 3-0. Washington State Arizona keys to the game, make Tate win with his arm. Arizona's success of late is almost entirely due to the breakout performance of Tate over the past 3 weeks. Not only is Tate becoming a one-man wrecking crew, he's beginning to remind people of former Rich Rodriguez disciple Pat White at West Virginia. However, Tate has only thrown 50 passes this season, though he's completed 72% of those throws. In other words, Tate is a runner. He's going to run the ball and then run it again. Washington State needs to sell out against the run and force Tate into third and long situations in which he will be forced to throw it. Cal tried this strategy and Tate still ran for 137 yards and threw for 2 touchdowns. In other words, good luck. Let Luke Falk sling it. Arizona's pass defense ranks number 10 in the Pac-12 and is giving up an average of 257.6 yards per game through the air. However, the Wildcats have only allowed 8 passing TDs through 7 games. Falk is Washington State's best player, and its team goes as he goes. The Cougars are averaging 359.8 yards per game through the air. This is a strength versus weakness matchup and one that needs to be exploited. Be prepared for a long night. Based on Arizona's play over the last few weeks, it's clear that this is a different Wildcats team than years past with Tate running the show. All of a sudden, this looks like the old West Virginia teams Rodriguez used to have. Washington State is clearly the better team, but Tucson is a difficult place to play, and especially at night. This one figures to be a close one to the very end. Fortunately for the Cougars, they have some experience in close games this season. Victories over Boise State and USC were close until the very last second, and the Cougars outlasted both squads. However, both of those games came at home. We'll see if Washington State is able to pull this one out on the road.